to the latest in monsoons. The IMD says rainfall gap has narrowed 25% as of Sunday. Rains have covered most part of the country but remains deficient or scanty in 63% of the total area covered. The lack of rainfall may affect the Kharif crop and the risk of drought rises in lull continues. Early sowing affected in Karnataka, Maharashtra, Rajasthan with paddy, coarse cereals, oilseeds sowing below average. As of now, 9% of the total Kharif sowing has completed so far. Jatin Singh, CEO and founder of SkyMet, and privately owned organization that provides weather forecast, says that a late recovery in monsoon is likely, but the impact of paddy output may be as high as 15%.
Paddy cultivation should pick up, but these will be late sown varieties which generally give lower yield. So we're looking at paddy. Well, our projection is that it should be down by about, say, 15% or so. We expected a recovery in July, which is mostly centered on central and north India. You also need to realize that the averages are also higher. So there is a recovery. We expect a recovery. But our sense is that over the next 3 months, will the recovery bring you back to zero or normal? We are not very enthusiastic about that. We hope that happens, but I don't think that's going to happen. There is one thing that this year El Nino comes into full in August and September. We think that the risk will probably come in the latter part. The serious risk could probably come in the latter part of the monsoon.
Well, the monsoon may have covered the entire country, but it has led the agri prices also running on the higher side. If you look at the soybean, that has hit a record high today yet again, tracking a rally in the US market due to dry weather and a weak rupee as well. MP and Maharashtra, which are the two top soybean producers in the country, have received low rainfall, and poor monsoon rainfall in the June in key growing areas has affected the prices. So 3.5% of gains coming in for soybean, and that's a record high there. The key growing areas have seen an effect in case of pulses as well, and the output in 2012-13 could have taken a hit. Production in rice, though, is unlikely to be affected. That is what the Farm Minister has said. We saw the chana prices climb to a fresh record high today, tracking bullish spot markets on weak monsoon rains and the strong demand ahead of the festive season that has been supportive. You also have seen support coming in because of the thin supplies and low stocks into the spot markets. In spices, you had jeera prices hitting new record highs on strong demand from the overseas and local buyers ahead of the festive season, outweighing an increase in the domestic supplies after recent rise in the prices. The worries that the deficit rains could crimp the production and tighten supplies also boosted the sentiment. The turmeric futures also have hit a record high on slow progress of sowing due to weak rainfall and expectation of a drop in the sowing area in the major growing areas due to unattractive prices. Turmeric is planted between June and August and takes about 9 months to harvest. Some increase is what you have seen in pepper as well due to slack spot supplies and dwindling domestic stocks, while subdued rains have boosted sentiment for this commodity as well. The subdued rains in the major pepper cultivating regions could hurt the yield and the output of pepper as well. Vijay, what's your sense? It's record highs in chana, in soybean, turmeric, jeera. All of these commodities have hit all-time highs today. Do you think there could be more gains coming in for this one?
I think so. I have been talking about food inflation hitting highs now. And for some time now, I've been maintaining that the trajectory, overall trajectory of most of these prices, especially pulses, edible oils and select spices, is up. So any kind of decline will actually get bought into fairly readily. And I think chana, soya and crude palm oil. By soya, I mean soya meal as well as refined soya oil. I expect all of them to head higher, and in the spices segment, I think pepper will also head higher. So we should brace ourselves for higher food prices, and should the monsoons actually play truant any more than what we are expecting, I think the rally might just get accelerated even more.
Vijay, in sense of chana and soybean, the price has been quite one-sided or sharply on the higher side. Would you say that it is slightly overbought on the charts right now?
In the absolute near term, you might just see some kind of profit sales capping the gains in the near term. But I would not really be surprised to see these kind of declines or profit sales getting readily bought into and the prices kind of abruptly heading higher. And in terms of chana, I think the 200 rupee rally from here is not ruled out. Cardamom, I would not be surprised to see something like 1575 rupees. Chana, I would not be surprised to see 4700 or 4750 in the coming couple of weeks. So I think declines will get bought into, and anything close to 2% of a decline from here at any given point in time would get bought into.
All right, so buy all dips. That's cardamom on your screen. Upper circuit onto that one. 1447 is how that one has shut shop today.